Birthright citizenship allows for predatory birth tourism practices in which foreign-born women come to the United States on tourist visas to give birth so that their children become U.S. citizens. Once the children turn 21, they can sponsor their parents to become legal U.S. residents so the family can immigrate to America. Concerningly, the majority of these birth tourists come from one of America's greatest adversaries, including China. Because of advances in technology, lax surrogacy laws, and the incorrect understanding of the 14th Amendment, countries are now using international surrogacy programs to rent wombs in America. Mr. O'Brien, there is a back and forth in U.S. policy regarding scrutiny and restrictions for birth tourism, including 2 different policies issued in 2015 and 2020. Where does our federal policy currently stand on this issue, and is it strong enough to prevent this practice of essentially renting wombs for surrogacy to have anchor babies?
Well, the fact is that we don't have any policy specifically on this. We have the immigration laws, but as we've seen with the last administration, if the government refuses to enforce those, they have no effect whatsoever. And there's anywhere from 125,000 to 300,000, depending upon whose estimates you're looking at, incidences of birth tourism each year. The implications of this are absolutely frightening if you look at it long term. During the Cold War, the Russians had a program called the Illegals Program, where they inserted agents of influence and spies into the United States with documents that made it appear that they were lawfully here. If those people had children, they became U.S. citizens, and regularly those children were trained, despite the fact that they allegedly had a claim to United States citizenship, they were trained to be against the interests of the United States. So this is something that is dangerous. We need a firm policy against it. And it is something that places the United States at a great deficit in terms of national security.